Hello friend, DiskoWizardYogi here, and we have arrived at day 30 of the 30-day yoga challenge. Finally, we're at the Emerald City. And what does that mean for you? It means a meditation. Before we get into that meditation, I thought this would be a really good time to just kind of tell you a little bit more about myself. My real name's Ozzy. I have been referred to as the Wizard of Oz before, simply for my name, not so much for the whole don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain ordeal. And very few people have called me the Great and Powerful, which has always felt good. And it wasn't until December 29th of 2024 that a friend of mine looked at me and said, Ozzy, you look like a disco wizard. And when that sentence ended, I felt this reverb in my body that had me gasp and go, why did you just call me by my name? And why is that the first time anyone's ever called me that? It was so strange. I ended up investing in a disco ball a couple weeks later, and oh my God, that changed my life, turning one of my rooms into the disco room. And it's such an honor to be someone that people feel like disco balls represent them well. Like, they're so cool. I mean, come on, you know? And Disco Wizard, I mean, there's magic in that. And maybe, if you've ever seen me dance, or if you ever get to see me dance, you'll see where the disco part comes from as well. But I hope as you felt the magic, and I started this YouTube channel to share a practice of mine that really, really matters to me, that I think would benefit absolutely everybody. And too often do people feel as if yoga isn't for them because they compare themselves to these poses and these sequences that other people are doing online, and that simply isn't the case. We all start somewhere. Breathing intentionally and moving intentionally just goes such a long way. And I just want more and more people to give themselves that. So, with that being said, and that little bit of a background, I also want to share with you very quickly why it took a little while. All the videos except for this one were recorded in Lubbock, Texas, where I was living. And about 7 weeks ago, I moved to the Denver, Colorado area. I've been extremely grateful, and I truly feel like I belong here, and I've met so many beautiful people, but it has not been an easy transition. No excuses, no excuses. They have been interpreted as trials by me, and never once have I felt as if I don't belong here. And I very much look forward to what's on the other side of these trials, because I know I'm gonna make it there. I know it. I've been through some stuff, and regardless of how difficult this may be, it's not the hardest thing I've ever done. So, especially those of you that have experienced transitions before, my hope is that you making it to the other side inspires you to know that you will make it to the other side every time. Okay, without further ado, I bring to you day 30. Find yourself seated, or just bring yourself to lay down. Either one perfectly fine. I'm going to ask you for stillness, but know that stillness is easier for some than it is for others. And if you have to wiggle a finger, or scratch your nose, or move in some type of way, it's completely fine. It is the increments in which we grant our body stillness, regardless of how short those increments are, that truly matter. So, appreciate the moments of stillness you grant yourself. As we started every other practice, we do the same here. Big intentional exhale through the mouth. Close the eyes. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more, just like that. Seal the lips. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Make this conscious breath intentional. Make this conscious breath noticeably different from your everyday breath. Be it in volume or in depth. Let it be a signal to your body and mind that we are in a space in which we are not only consciously breathing, we are consciously moving or not moving. We are consciously thinking. Allow yourself to remember the last 29 classes that we did together. Acknowledge those classes as an adventure. Acknowledge the courage it took for you to embark on that adventure. Acknowledge your body for maybe moving in ways you thought you couldn't. Acknowledge your mind for having made the choice to commit. Every day you chose to embark in one of these classes. I am so grateful for you. Know that you are valued, that you are loved. And even if I don't know you directly, the time you spent with me here means that we are connected. And through that connection, I wish for the greatest happiness in your life. Know that a life can't be filled with only happiness. But I truly hope that a great majority of your life is filled with that joy. And the parts in which you can control, you make them filled with joy. Bring your awareness to your heart space. And as you bring your awareness to your heart space, I really want you to think of a moment in your life that truly brought you joy, where nothing else mattered in that moment. Let these next 10 rounds of breath be committed to bringing yourself into that moment, that memory. Remember where you were, who was around you, if there was anybody. The time of day, whether the sun was out or the moon was out. any colors, maybe what you were wearing. And wherever or however filled that memory is, give it this next 3 rounds of breath. Now, the joy that you felt in that memory, let it seep into the acknowledgments that we made a little earlier. The acknowledgement of your courage, the acknowledgement of your choice, and the acknowledgement of the act of self-love it was for you to embark on this journey. At these next 5 rounds of breath, try to fill your body with that joy, that feeling. Deep round of breath. Bring your hands to heart center, wherever you are. Thank you for your time, your effort, your intention, your expression. I wish you so many beautiful moments. May those moments call from you an intentional breath, and may that intentional breath make that moment that much more beautiful. I ask you to bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead. And I leave you with this message: to smile during most moments in life, to laugh with the spontaneity that is life, and to celebrate, for you have life. I bow to you. Namaste. Bringing arms down, maybe palms on knees, and feeling free to open the eyes. Day 30 in the books. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It goes such a long way. Spread the word of the YouTube channel, especially if you feel like it truly provides a solid foundation to start a yoga practice. It is my deepest desire to give that to as many people as possible. Movement is the fountain of youth, and my hope is after this 30-day challenge, you feel that much more youthful. I look forward to the next time that I see you, my friend, and until that next time, peace. Wait, one more message. Thought it'd be a nice little way to end, just to tell you the story of the tiny glasses. I was at a gathering, and my friend Dio, who is quite the fashion person, that man's style is whew. And he came in wearing these, and I told him, Dio, you're lucky you're my homie, because I'd steal these if you weren't. Of course, I was kidding, but he looked at me and went, "These would look really good on you, man. You can have them." And little did that man know that he was providing such an important part of the puzzle that became a persona of the Disco Wizard. So, forever grateful for him, and forever grateful for these tiny glasses because they easily add +2 to my wisdom every time I put them on. D&D joke, if you don't get it. This time for real. Until the next time I see you, my friend. Peace.